Hey folks, how you guys doing? This is Eri Barrister and your boy Jay Scrum. Chris, how was it today? It was pretty fun.
It was pretty fun for the first game. The second game was kind of a little snoozer, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But overall, two great championships, and we'll have one more tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So the semis for D1 was yesterday. D2 boys and D3 boys went for the titles today. We're going to start with let's go with Division 2 because I think that was just it was the most recently one, and it was just want to freshen our mind. Lemoyne was able to double up Limestone and escape with an 8-4 win. Chris, how did you feel about the game in general? And do you have a star or anything? It was a little bit low scoring.
We're on. So it was basically a snooze fest for me. I mean, we saw the the two D1 semifinals yesterday were pretty offensive, high scoring. D3 game was high scoring too. We'll get to that in a little bit. But D2, 8-4 final. Limestone held without a goal the entire second half. I believe it was about 30 plus minutes of no scoring for the Saints. And they got their first loss. Lemoyne has their third undefeated mark, 20-0 in program history, their fifth title. And they did it with basically defense. And Dan Enneman had a goal. He was also named the most outstanding player for the Dolphins. And defense wins championships. The old saying goes with Division 2 today.
Yeah, I was actually a little bit surprised at this game. The game early on was tied 3 times. I mean, the score was only 4-3 in the first half, so it was a pretty close affair. I mean, I get it. I agree that I would love to have seen a couple more goals early on, especially. But I think that. It is what it was. But the second half, it seemed like Lemoyne was able to take control, mostly really in the fourth quarter. Like third quarter, again, they only scored 1 goal. It was only 4-4 going into the fourth, so it was anyone's ball game. It kind of felt like Limestone just at times couldn't get out of their own way, and they could show with 17 turnovers on the afternoon. It was really difficult. So shout out to Lemoyne, upstate New York.
Syracuse's baby brother, technically.
Bringing home a title to upstate New York, finally. And I think the best game of the afternoon was, of course, the Division 3 game, Tufts versus Salisbury. How'd you feel about the game in general, and then what did you think if you had a star for the game?
It was pretty wild. Tufts and Salisbury exchanged blows. Salisbury had 2 buzzer beaters to end the first and second quarter, and they went on an 8-0 run. I thought it would be something similar that we saw at UNC on Saturday when they scored 9 in the first, and they just blew Loyola away easily, and they had the game basically at the end of the half. Tufts said, no. 7-0 run for the Jumbos, and they were in it. They were down by a goal late. They got the ball with less than a minute left. John Upgren had the ball. He got stuffed by Colin Raymond, and that was the end of the game. Thrilling ending, thrilling game overall, a lot of offense. Colin Raymond, again, he won the most outstanding player. He had a total of 15 saves for the Seagulls. They won their first championship since I believe it was 2012, if I'm right. And, I mean, shout out to Salisbury, shout out to Maryland. Had a big contingency right here in Philly. Had a nice little tailgate early in the day. And, yeah, great offensive battle overall.
Great effort by Tufts. I mean, that was being so close to a 3-peat. Must have been hurt. A lot of the offensive fireworks, but they seem to be generating on their own. I believe only 4 assists completely for the entire team for Tufts. Again, as we were talking about before, upgrade, which is awesome. Can't fault him for not getting that last one. I mean, he pumped in 4 goals in the 14-13 game, which looks really close. But early on, it kind of felt like blowout city, right? To you? I mean, I think it was 9-4 at the first half. Was not for Tufts like a 5-goal third quarter, and then another big explosion in the fourth with 4 goals. Like this game wouldn't have been as close as it was. But they showed a lot of heart out there, and I always say no moral victories out. But this was a valiant effort for them. Just a shame they fell just a little bit short.
And then John Upgren, we didn't really see. He was their star. He was one of the most outstanding players in D3. He had a goal, I believe, in just 3 quarters. Just 1 goal, 3 quarters. He turned it up late in the second half. He was a big catalyst for the Tufts offense. Also a note, Tufts were winning a bunch of faceoffs. They went 8 for 9 in the third quarter, 7 for 7 in the fourth quarter. That's a big key for them. That how they got back in that this game. They went 4 for 7 and 2 for 6 in the first 2 quarters. Faceoffs were big for the Jumbos, but in the end, Raymond Stain stood tall with his 15 saves. James Burton had 3 goals. Nathan Bladino, 2 goals, 2 assists. He was the first player to get 100 points in Salisbury history since 2012 when someone did it. He had 132. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but Salisbury, they came to play.
Oh my God! Especially Tufts was. They opened up the trunk, 50 shots on the afternoon to 31 shots for Salisbury, and 28 of Tufts shots came in the second half during that great comeback. So, again, valiant effort by both squads. Salisbury's goalie, one less save. He made 15 on the day, one less, and this may have gone into overtime, and we would have had another great ending like we had yesterday. Just a heads up for everyone, we didn't get in trouble for being on the field yesterday. It was just raining. That's why we did it our post game in here. But shout out to Philly. We broke the record, or not broke it,
well,
but
we
turned the tide.
23,015 for attendance of day 2, 4,000 at least 4 up from under 20,000 or 19,000 last year. So numbers overall, but both 2 days have gone up, and we're going to expect an overall increase probably tomorrow. The thing is how much, because right now, as we talked about, it is raining as we speak. It just started to rain right after the end of this D2 game. Tarps on the field, and they're calling for some downpours throughout the day tomorrow. What is that? I mean, overall, hopefully we get some people to come, a lot of people, and how many people? Well, hopefully there's the people that bought tickets still come, but maybe those people that are stragglers, that are last-minute buyers, they want to see a good lacrosse game. Beach is going to be not that good, so might as well. Hopefully you come to Philly and watch a lacrosse game.
Yeah. But like important highest number since 2009 for the D2, D3 games, and of course yesterday was the highest attendance since 2011. So keep it in Philly, as we always try to say. But it was great. Shout out to North Carolina women's team. Great game as well. They it was on ESPNU. They just took it to Maryland today. Maryland came back a couple times, but they were just able to just show that ACC speed, as everyone was joking around online for the Tar Heels. So shout out to them. First championship, I believe, since 2013. They and Maryland have just been either winning it or the other side winning it. So a nice little duopoly going on over there in girls lacrosse as well. So I just wanted to sign out here. Erie Barrister, our boy Chris, we're going to be here tomorrow, so it's going to be a good time. We're going to be here pretty early, right?
Yep, Division 1. Hopefully the rain holds and we can do some stuff on the field. If not, oh well, we'll still bring you some action. Hopefully the tailgates are nice as they were on Saturday, and the Salisbury one today was pretty nice as well when I was out there. But pray for the best, hope for the best tomorrow, and we'll see you bright and early.
Yeah, right on. College Cross TV, signing out. Take care.